Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. I am so excited to be with you today. We have in the studio Stephanie Wooten. How are you today, Stephanie?
I'm great. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you.
Well, I'm so glad to have you. Listen, everyone, go ahead and grab your virtual seats. Let everyone know that the Kim Jacobs Show is on the air. Today, we're going to be talking about a breath of fresh air. What does that mean? Make sure you stay tuned and you'll find out a lot more about what a breath of fresh air. Yes, I know you may have thought that that meant Stephanie is a breath of fresh air, right? Because she is. But you're going to learn even more today what a breath of fresh air really means. So go ahead and invite your friends, your family, your coworkers, everyone to be a part of today's episode. And Stephanie, when I go to the break, this is an opportunity for you as well to share the broadcast with your friends. Welcome.
Excellent.
And make sure you guys grab your seats and tell everybody that the Kim Jacobs Show is here on the air and we're getting ready to have a great time. All right. Hi, I'm Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
And we are excited to have in the studio with us today, Stephanie Wooten. Let me tell you a little bit about her. She started with her corporate career with First Data, and many of you know them as the merchant processors with SunTrust Bank, and then transitioned to Vantiv and helped them become public as an organization, as a corporation. Then she transitioned to the healthcare industry, and that is where some real magic began for her. And she's going to be talking to us today about a company that she promotes with Eagle X Pro Air System. So welcome today, Stephanie Wooten, who is also a mother and a wife. Welcome today to the Kim Jacobs Show, Stephanie.
Oh, thank you so much. Like I said, it's such a privilege to be here, and I'm very excited to be able to talk about our company. It's a crazy time, but it's a time to definitely be able to have clean air, and that's what we're focused on.
I'm super excited to learn more about it myself. I know I've learned some things backstage, but I'll give everyone in the audience a chance to learn more. But before we talk about your products and your services on the Kim Jacobs Show, we know that we have to learn a little bit about that person's backstory. So take us on a journey of where you came from, what made you the breath of fresh air that you are today.
Oh my goodness. It's interesting. So born and raised in Indiana, moved to Tennessee. So been in Nashville since '96. I've been very fortunate from my career perspective to have great mentors along the way. So really, my main focus is I was brought in to really build organizations. Like for instance, when I started at First Data, we were building it from scratch, and we were building the houses we were moving in. So everything was brand new at that time. I moved to Nashville to build it. And throughout that time, I just had incredible mentors. And I think that's such a key. And I'm blessed now to be a mentor. So I've been doing that for quite some time. But I think that's always made you grow. Then from there, I ran a lot of different divisions. I've always worked remotely out of home, raising the kids while I was doing it. I traveled a ton. So my boss used to say, all right, what entourage do you have with you now? Because I couldn't bribe my parents anymore. So I brought them with me and they brought the kids. So
you know what, even before, make sure we go back to talk about that, because carry on with your story, but I want to deep dive on that for a second.
Oh my goodness. That was, that talk about balancing. My kids are 16 months apart. So it was a crazy time. And so then I was fortunate. I was then recruited to go over to, it was then Fifth Third, then Vantiv, to do almost the same thing, to build everything in small business. And it was a great run. It was amazing, and a great group of people. And so, when I left there, I decided, I wanted to make a change and got into healthcare. Everything I'd done in the past, we moved money. Nothing we did was life or death. It was great, don't get me wrong, but being in healthcare is, I think, just a different perspective because you really do get to impact people's lives in a different way.
Right. That's really good. I'm excited about everything that you've done from a corporate perspective. And one thing that I'm already hearing is that for people watching, just because you're in corporate America does not mean that you can't have some level of flexibility to be able to still manage your families and manage your home life. And so I really would like for you to talk a little bit more about that, because a lot of people watching today want to know from a balance perspective, how do I balance it? How do I manage this thing called life? And you've worked in some pretty reputable Fortune 500 companies and now still as a mom doing a great job.
Well, I appreciate that. Between my husband and I, we now have 4 boys and we have 3 in college. So, I always say some days are better than others, but it's definitely been a journey. But I think, especially early on, I had help. I mean, I definitely did. But, when you're, especially now today, when you're working at home, the best advice that I can give is at some point you got to step away. And, I always say I put the doors on my office and I'd close the doors and go, all right, I got to walk away, because you find yourself just, oh, I just have this extra thing I need to get done or what have you. And it's at the expense of your family life. And you've really got to manage that. And it's not easy. I'm going to tell you, and I have funny stories. In my other office, we have a lock on the outside because the kids would get in and stuff. And so I was on a conference call one time. There was probably 500 people. I'm running the call. My son's homesick. I'm like, what am I going to do? And he's probably 3 or 4. And he's giggling and laughing. He takes a chair, goes to the outside of my office, and tries to lock me in the office while I'm doing this call. And this wasn't at the point where, today, if you hear a dog bark or you hit kids, people are more used to it. They weren't used to it back then. So I'm like, what in the world am I going to do? And so I finally said to one of my counterparts, I'm like, you take this call right now and just hold on. I'm like, get down.
That is
and he's
hilarious.
Just giggling. He thinks it's the funniest thing, but you just go with it. And, you do the best you can. But my kids were fortunate when they were younger. We took them with us all over the place. My husband at the time, he kind of would arrange his schedule. But, if I had a meeting in Orlando, my mom and dad would take them to Disney World. And so, they got to travel a lot. I said, when they got into school, that kind of cramped our style because we had so much flexibility back then. But you just had to do what you got to do. And otherwise I would have been away from home way too much because I was building, I was building things back then. And there was just a lot of travel that was, because of that. So
that's
anyway.
Interesting. That's such a great story. And you're right.
I have bunches of them.
With Zoom and virtual learning and everything, that would mean nothing now. Even if somebody darted across the camera right now in the back of you. Like I told my son, right when we were backstage, bring me one of those protein shake things, right? So, but he's in his pajamas, right? So I said, oh, wait a minute, people are on the screen. So I don't want you to walk past and not think they're going to see you. So it's so funny. One thing, Stephanie, that I was thinking when you were saying that is that whenever my children, I wrote a book called Extreme Balance Makeover. So it's how people balance different aspects of their lives. And my children, we put a sign on the door saying, closed, open, so that they'll know when I'm formally in a meeting and when they can come in, because they just bust in like, I'm like, do you not see a whole phone on my face in the middle of a conversation? This happens all the time. I actually started, just for everybody that's watching today, because many of you don't know some of the things that I do, but I actually started a Mother Dreamer movement. And Stephanie, it's a free movement. I would love for you to be a part of it as well. And it's a group of mothers from around the world. And what we do is we share our goals, our dreams, our struggles, everything that we're dealing with, products. So please join the Mother Dreamer movement and the private page and share your products and services on there today, because there are moms that need this, Yeah. So everybody watching, make sure to just go like the Facebook page, Mother Dreamer Movement. And if you want to be a part of the private community, you can join that as well. And I'll let you in. I think I'll let
Oh,
you
I
in.
would love to do that. Yeah, that's, you know what, that's so important. Because you know what, you realize everybody's all in this together, because going through the same struggles no matter who you are.
That's
And
right.
we didn't have the video back then, so everything was more on the calls, but there was some challenging days, but you do what you got to do. So
Now, tell us who this young man is right here.
nah, that's my incredible husband. So, he's amazing, Joseph Wooten. He is a musician. I say he's a rock star as a profession, which he is, but he's my rock star every day.
Oh, trying to get some
Yeah.
brownie points, Joseph.
Well, what, I'm so blessed. I think, the way we always look at it, he's somebody that just gets and allows me to be better every day. So he just is his blood type is B positive. So he's so positive. And
You
so
know
he
you're in
just
love if you
looks
know the
at
blood
life.
type, right? You're
Yes,
together
that's
for life.
exactly right. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, he just allows me to always be a better person. And, that's
Oh,
what you want. It's amazing.
that's
So we're very blessed.
so wonderful. And Joseph is on here. He says, "Hey, looking good, Steph."
Love you.
Oh my gosh. Get a room,
Yeah.
y'all. Get a room. That's the
Oh,
beautiful
goodness.
part about marriage. You get a chance to just really let your heart pour through, and no matter what
That's
setting it's in,
exactly
right?
right. Right. And
Listen,
the other thing
everybody.
too is that, the support, it's, when you're trying to balance a career and family and everything, having that spousal support is tremendous. And, he does that for me all the time. So he's my biggest cheerleader. So that's always
Aw.
positive. Yeah.
That is a blessing from God. And listen, if you all want to join in and come right on the screen, Joseph, you want to pop in and surprise your wife or anything, this is the link. All you have to do is click it. It's right in the comment section, and you'll be brought right into the broadcast, and you'll be head to head with Stephanie. Now, keep it clean, Joseph, if you pop in, okay? I'm
Oh,
not
I'm
going
sure
to have
you
any
probably
funny
will.
business on this show.
That's awesome. That's
Oh,
awesome.
he said, I am smiling back here. I am so proud as can be. And any of you that don't know, Joseph Wooten was one of my guests recently, and he's with the Wooten Brothers band. And so that's where I found out about his lovely wife. And so thank goodness today, I don't know, many of you know too, that Dorothy Roberts was going to also be on originally, but she's going to come back on February 23rd. So that's what's going to happen. And
I got
Stephanie,
big shoes to fill. My goodness gracious.
oh, girl, you have your own shoes, and those shoes are beautiful and fine. Okay, thanks for the great advice. Stay safe. Yes. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Oh, here, Joseph, he over here dating. Joseph, I'm gonna stop putting your comments up. You throwing my show off over here talking about dating. Oh, one of my favorite photos. I just love her. I'm smiling. Hi, Steph, you cute. I got a show to run here, Joseph. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, being a musician. See, the thing is, he's off tour. He's also on the Steve Miller Band, and they're off tour, so he gets to have all his creative juices flying all the time. So, yeah, so that's always good.
So now I noticed your hair got a little more free flowing over there once Joseph came on. Anyway, this show is about balance, and marriage is critically important. We know that, and the Lord loves marriage and the union of it. But we're going to focus today on some fresh air tips. So talk to Stephanie about a breath of fresh air Eagle X Pro.
Yeah, so we're really excited about our product. So just to give you a little bit of background on the company. So my partner years ago, and he still does, has a data and analytics company. And the factory was getting a patent on this actual product. And so he was able to do all of the data and analytics as they were getting the patent. And so this product's been overseas for quite some time. The interesting thing is, up until now, the United States really hasn't been as concerned about air quality. And so fast forward, we have COVID. Of course, now it's on the top of mind of everyone. And the uniqueness about our product is that it enables you to basically bring the forest air inside. When you go outside and you're in the forest and the leaves are they're no sliminess to the leaves, you would think, why are they not slimy? Right? It's because Mother Nature, God automatically does its own cleansing through what's called positive and negative ions.
Okay.
And so in doing so, it cleanses itself. And so there's been other products on the market for years with negative ions. The problem is they create ozone, and ozone is bad. So you read the little thing and it says you can't be in the room. You couldn't even have fish in the room. You turn these products on. And so the part of the product is that we're able to create positive and negative ions, duplicating nature without any ozone.
Okay.
And that's the advantage. And we're bringing the forest air inside. And so in doing so, we are eliminating pathogens, viruses, mold, spores, animal dander, pollens, all of those kind of things. So overseas, we've been killing the flu, we've been doing MRSA, staph, helping with allergies. We have all the testing and the data on that. And then now we have COVID. We currently have data overseas where we have killed COVID in an airborne environment. We're one of the only products that have been able to neutralize that virus in an airborne situation. We've duplicated that same testing here in the US. The virus has been growing in a level 3 lab for about 9 weeks, and any day we're waiting on the test results. We know they're going to be positive because at the end of the day, we've had that same test run overseas, but it's good to have it here and give people a comfort level here in the US.
Wow, this is really good. Someone said that the COVID pandemic has really emphasized the need for clean air in the environment.
Absolutely.
So with you making these claims, and again, these are Eagle X Pro claims, not obviously not the Kim Jacobs Show claims, but what you all are allowed to say that you're killing the COVID virus that's airborne, is that something that's an official claim?
Yes, so we actually have the testing that's proved that in a lab setting overseas, and we're duplicating that same test here in the US. So, and so it's very positive. It's an amazing product. Yeah, definitely.
So people are people in hospitals? Where people? Okay, because I'm not a faker, Stephanie, so I can't get on here and be like. That's why you noticed I didn't ask you a bunch of questions backstage, because then I can't get on here and act like I don't know what you're talking. Like I've already heard it all, right? But in this case, I really haven't heard everything that there is to know about Eagle X Pro. So I'm learning with you all as my studio audience, and this is pretty incredible information that you're sharing. So where is it currently housed in the United States? And have you heard, what are some of the benefits that's occurred?
Oh my goodness. So, well, let me start. First of all, we are all over overseas. So we're in hospitals overseas. We are in Israeli's military. We're actually installed in the Humvees that helps protect the soldiers from the chemicals and smoke in the actual vehicles. So there's a lot of other value with this product. So here in the United States, we have now installed in schools. We are working right now on installation on prisons. We're doing customization for school buses. We just did
school buses. I didn't even think about that.
Absolutely.
So in classrooms too, between the social distancing and then those devices being placed, that would help not cure, but kill the airborne.
Right. Yes, it mitigates the risk tremendously, absolutely, and puts you in a safe environment. So to explain kind of the differences is that, like, we have different products. I'll show them here in a second. One that you can put in the heating and air duct. And so we actually go on the supply side. So what we're doing is we're flooding that room with all of these ions. So when somebody comes into that room, that space is a safe space. Whereas a lot of the products, they might kill it in the air duct, but you have to wait till it cycles back through for that to occur again. So that's where the issue comes about. So we're populating that room to have that protection. So that's really the big uniqueness of it, without, of course, any ozone, and then all the other intrinsic values that we have.
This is amazing. I mean, this is like, how something is like trailblazing, state of the art, and all of those things that you can even barely grab your head around it, grasp the concept of it. That's what this reminds me of, because first of all, we've already been thrown into a pandemic that none of us expected to happen, right? Right. Now you have pharmaceutical companies that are fighting to get to, the cure, the vaccine that's going to help stay this virus and kind of slow this thing down, because right now it really hasn't been slowed down. It's still growing at astronomical rates. Right. And deaths are occurring. Over 430 some thousand people have still passed away this is crazy. So to have
Yeah.
your product, Eagle X Pro, be introduced to the United States anyway, because it sounds like it's already been in overseas, is
Yes.
something that is mind-boggling for me as I'm hearing it. So take, I don't even know how to ask this question.
That's okay.
You know how you be like, so wait, like Joe Pesci, wait. Okay. That's what I feel like over here. Take me back for a second.
Mhm.
Where did the concept of the Eagle X Pro, and I know you said it started overseas.
Yes.
Take me back. Maybe I may have missed it. I don't know, because I was trying to pull your points over and put your website too.
Okay.
Just take me back again a little bit. So rewind and say
So
some of what
so the manufacturer of this product. So just to give you an idea, they make these chips. These are the chips. This is the gold. And
wait, don't
inside
show
here-
anything else. Don't show any, pull it back,
Okay.
pull it back, put it down.
Okay, I'll pull it back. I won't show anything else. So
If you're interested in seeing the product, I want you to put a 1 in the comments, because we need some audience participation to know that you guys are live and out there, active and engaged. Put a 1 in the comments and tag a friend. Go.
Perfect. So what happens is the factory is a huge factory. They supply products and services to our military, to our allies. They're one of the biggest manufacturers over in Israel. And so, like I said, my partner years ago did all the data and analytics on the product. And so we knew that it was killing the flu and SARS and MRSA and helping with allergies and all of that kind of stuff. And so then they did the testing to show that it neutralized COVID, SARS-2. Now, keep that in mind. There's a lot of coronaviruses. There's 56,000 coronaviruses that are there. This is actually neutralizing the actual virus that we all know that is, causing us all this trouble right now. And so at the end of the day, we were able to then become the distributor for the US, all of North America. And so Israel was looking, the manufacturer was looking for someone to bring this really and full blown to the United States. And so we were able to do that. And so they're making the chips, which are that's the patent, and all of the outside mounts and the different things and the customized products we're making here in the US. So we customized a solution for vehicles, for first responders. Think of a policeman. Somebody gets in the back of the policeman. They could have the flu, they could have corona. They're putting that policeman at risk.
Gosh.
So we've designed products specifically for those types of people, like your ambulance, your firemen, and those kind of things. I mean, what we've been trying to do is really try to solve problems and to help people to get into a safe environment.
Wow, this is okay. So lots of ones. Let me go ahead and tell you that definitely people want to see the product, and so we're going to definitely show the product, and people are excited. People are like, hey, put that product up there. Show us. Is it something that is gargantuan? Is it huge? What is it? So right after this commercial break, everybody, you know how you're going to show. You be like,
perfect.
I'm making this as real as possible for you guys, right?
Yep, exactly.
So right after this commercial break, we're going to see the actual products. I'm going to put you over here, Stephanie, so that you can actually be prepared to demonstrate the product right when we come back from this commercial break. Today's episode is sponsored by snowlegal.com. Let's learn more about Snow Legal right now.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
And make sure you stay connected with The Kim Jacobs Show. You should subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Kim Jacobs Show today. Turn on your notifications and you will receive an alert every time we go live. Then we're coming back to Stephanie Wooten in today's studio on The Kim Jacobs Show. All right, Stephanie.
So when I talk about the product, these are the chips. This is the patented product that we have. They're different sizes depending on the size of the room. And then what we do is this particular unit is for your car. And inside this has the chip, and there's actually a fan in here. So our technology works with airflow and electricity. That's what we need. And so basically you can mount this. This was designed specifically for some first responders. They wanted it to be mobile in the car, and they wanted it to be mounted. And they also wanted the fan to be built in, mainly because in a police car, you may have the air on, you may have the air off. And so depending on the climate. And so therefore this was specifically done for that. This is just, all this is just a mount. So we can put it however you want. This is the actual device.
Wow.
And so this, you know, in your newer vehicles, like for people individually, you can actually put this under the seat because the airflow runs that way, and you can get the airflow that way without having to have the mount on your car. So depending on what we're trying to solve for, works. This is our other unit that we can put in the air duct. I can do this in a home. I can do this all the way. We have stadiums, we have hospitals, we have huge commercial buildings, and it mounts in the air duct. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to do it. We can also interface into their smart system. You know, if they have a smart system with their heating and air. But this thing is powerful. So it can do anywhere from about 1,200 square feet all the way up to 6,000 to 10,000, depending on the room size. But we can do multiple of these. Yeah, we can do a lot of these. So for instance, if I'm doing a huge stadium, I can mount 270 of these in one place. So yeah, so for those of you that are heating and air guys, we really look at what's called the CFNs. And so basically how much airflow is going through that room at any given time so that we can make sure we get the coverage. But anyway. And
wow, that's crazy. So okay, let me get back. Oh, go. Keep on showing us.
So this is the last one. So this one, you know, basically remember, I need airflow and I need electricity. So inside here is the chip. A lot of people are buying this right now. We use this all over our house. I always say I'm trying to put the one in my air duct, but every time I try to, my partners keep saying we keep selling all of these. So I'm laughing at it. I'm like, you're not stealing these from me at all. But another value of this is it extends the shelf life of fruits and vegetables. If you walk into my kitchen right now, I have avocados setting right in front of this.
Right.
You fill that avocado and you're like, oh my gosh, there's no way it's good. And you open it up and it's perfect. So I can attest to that firsthand. We have a test that just ran for 10 weeks. We've got a lot of data on this, but this is a new updated test to prove that we extend the shelf life. So it's very exciting. But just to give you an idea, so for me, it's been tremendous for my allergies. My husband, being a singer, also has asthma. It has been life-changing for him. So wow. It really has. So I will tell you, we don't have a white paper on asthma, but we do have tons of testimonials. Allergies, we have data and stuff like that on. But anyway, so this is just a fan. But go ahead.
Let me put myself back over here. So as the host here, I'm a little bit old frazzed myself. I'm like leaning in like I'm in the studio audience today. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard you say the square footage that it covers. So really you only need 1 to maybe 2 units, depending upon how large your home.
Yeah, this one does about 500 square feet. So it's a really smaller, you know, my kids have it in their dorms, in their apart, those kind of things. So.
And does it come in any kind of, let me put your website up too. You know, let me find that again. Okay. I'll make sure I put it's eaglexpro.com, but I want to make sure too that so people know where to go and purchase these products. Eagle X Pro. If you guys ever see me looking over to the side, it's because I'm grabbing comments to make sure I share information with you all. And I'm the only person that can control the board on this end. So I'm not paying attention, just so everybody knows. Let's see. eaglexpro.com. eaglexpro.com. Are there any bundle deals or anything? Because you showed various devices. Can you get like one for your car, 2 for your home and bundle Absolutely. It, or is it individual?
Absolutely. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we're trying to figure out what are we solving for and, you know, what are we trying to help you with? And the funny thing is what we're seeing now is a lot of people are like, I'm so done with COVID. I wish we could be done with COVID. But they see all the other intrinsic value. We've had people say, you know, this has been, we had a guy put it in his house and said, my wife hasn't had to dust for 4 weeks. because remember, it's keeping the air ducts safer, also the surfaces and the air. So yes, and then we can look to say, all right, here's the multiple products that you may need depending on the size and the space. We look at the square footage, the ceiling size, how many air conditioning units, heating and air units you have. So to determine to make sure we get the best coverage.
I am just, when I say thoroughly impressed, what is the average cost of something like this? I know people will go to the site, but I would love to hear so the guests that are watching today can know what to expect.
Yeah, so it's going to just depending on the type of space we're trying to do. It could be anywhere from like $500 to maybe $2,500 to $3,000, depending on how big it's per unit. So, you know, each unit is smaller depending on what we're trying to solve for. So, but the protection is amazing, and like I said, it does so much more. A side note, we of course had the unfortunate fires in California. We had a lot of people purchase this unit, the smaller unit, put it in their rooms because it helped eliminate the smoke. Because even though they may not have been in the fire, you know, a lot of homes were having smoke and air quality issues. Wow. So there's a lot of other things. It does eliminate odors as well. So that's also an advantage as well.
This is crazy. I'm actually right this second putting 2 of the photos of you showing these on Facebook, because I'm like, this is crazy. People, everybody tag somebody and tell them that Stephanie Wooten is on the Kim Jacobs Show. I just posted it on my Facebook page too, because I want people to know that you're on here talking about this. Even if you do a watch party for later, when it's convenient time for you and your friends, to make sure you share this broadcast, because this can change so many people's lives. Outside of just COVID, it sounds like, Stephanie, with you talking about allergies and things of that nature. I know my daughter, she has cystic fibrosis, which she's kicking it in the head every day, but then she also has allergies and she has asthma. So if I put like this unit, but if I put it in her room, everybody's going to want it in their rooms. And it's going to be like,
yeah,
everybody can't have all of this stuff. We're going to get
you could put one in your air duct and then you could have the whole house. So depending on, we could do that too. So
I cannot wait to get this in the house.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. I'm excited. I've never, you know how you're supposed to keep a straight face like this and not show buyers interest?
Well, it's been life-changing for us. My kids just flew down. Actually, my kids went to Las Vegas to our factory. They're helping us. Again, they're college students. And I made them fly on the plane with us. We got a remote charger. And so I made them take pictures and like, make sure that's turned on. You know, we need to make sure you're safe. And so that was wonderful. So we don't, if we travel, we take it all the time. Yeah.
So you're protecting your space at all times, no matter whether you're airborne, carborne, coming from the grocery store and getting back in your car, you're cutting this, is circulating that away from you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I
got my nails done. I had it in my purse with a setting on the remote charger. I bought this remote charger. This thing is awesome. Got it off Amazon, and I put this in my purse, plug it in, and take it everywhere with me. And I mean, everybody was like, what do you have? So, but you know, my mom is living with us, and so we just have to be extra, you know, really careful right now. So,
oh my gosh, I am so impressed with this product. I normally don't lay back too often in my seat because it shows my stomach sometimes, but right now I got to lay back in my seat.
That's awesome. So.
This is amazing. Amazing. Okay. If you guys think this is amazing, put a 2 in the comments, because I think it's amazing. And maybe I'm just like sold a bill of goods here, but I am quite impressed with what's happening with Eagle X Pro. And I don't talk too much about products, but how can other people sell these products? Like, you're one person, Stephanie, right? And you're a representative. Is this network marketing? What is this? Is this some other people?
We don't really have per se network marketing, but we do have people that can become agents. And then we have people that are distributors that actually purchase the product. And then so we have HVAC people that purchase it. We have HVAC wholesalers. We have individuals. So it depends. But yeah, we absolutely have people across the country that are selling the product to, you know, different entities, whether it be like, we have a small yoga studio that said we were her lifeline. We were able to keep her open because you get a lot of feedback from people saying they smell and sense the freshness. It's a hard scent to describe. I describe it as when your grandmother used to put sheets and stuff or towels outside and have them line dry, that freshness smell, it kind of gives you that. So that's kind of what you sense. So it's exciting.
Wow, this is incredible. Okay, so we're going to go to some of lots of twos. Yes, lots of twos. People want to know if they can promote this. Please go to the Mother Dreamer movement and share these products and services with our private group. You can put it on the regular page too as a visitor post, but on the private group, please share this because they're now. Let me ask another question. If the Kim Jacobs show, people do start purchasing this today, like I may purchase it myself, right? So if I purchase this for my home, does the Kim Jacobs show get any benefit from this? That's like
we can totally work that out. Absolutely. We would love having that conversation. So
I don't know how to ask you without asking. I guess that's an offline question. But I want to make sure
we can have it online. Absolutely. So, listen, our ultimate goal is to make air and environment safer for people. And the more we can do it and the more we can help people, make some money in doing so, the better. I mean, that's the better.
Love this. So listen, guys, say the Kim Jacobs show sent you to eaglexpro.com. I don't know if there's a place to say who referred you.
You can do that. Yeah. If they call in or they send us an email, whatever, it's easily tracked. So we can totally track that.
Okay, let's go to some of the studio audience questions because people are asking questions and I'm just not even other. Okay, everybody except for Joseph, who's dating his wife. Okay, so if you see Joseph on there, all he's doing is just totally cheering her on. Like, I don't care what y'all are talking about. I love my honey boo. That's all he's talking about. Okay.
He needs to write a jingle for us. So
right. Get to working on your jingle, Joseph, with your music.
Yes.
She is such a breath of fresh air, is what Christina says.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's go to all of these comments. Make sure here's how you can get in touch with Stephanie. Actually, I'm sharing this live on the Mother Dreamer movement page with her. I was like, hey, why is that there? I forgot I went live on there. So Eagle X Pro, Stephanie Wooten at eaglexpro.com. And this is your phone number, Stephanie?
Yeah, it's to our office. Yep.
Okay. 833-245. Say the number. I don't have my glasses on. Let me see.
That's okay. 833-324-5397.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what that says. Okay. 833-324.
Yep.
5397. Again, that's 833-324-5397. And the reason I'm saying that is I have podcast listeners as well on iHeartRadio and iTunes and SoundCloud. So you guys can have that phone number as well. All right. Make sure you all see
it's listed on our website as well. So
on
the phone number
eaglexpro.com. June Griffith is on. She says she's visiting from Brooklyn, New York today.
Welcome.
So in Brooklyn, they need this. That was like one of the hot spots for COVID. Let's see. Oh, here goes Joseph again. One of my favorite.
Joseph keeps coming back.
Thanks for the great advice. Make sure we stay safe.
Yes.
I'm smiling back here. I'm so proud of you, honey. Okay. If you want to be brought into today's broadcast, you can use this link and you can come right on and ask a question. I'd like to give my studio audience members a chance to feel like you're an active participant in the show. So feel free to hop on and ask a head-to-head question and I'd be happy to. Oh, and we do. Oh. I said, get a room.
I need to take him off.
He said, yes, we do have a room. Okay. That's your final comment, Joseph.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I can hear you chuckling in the background.
He said, she makes me better too. Okay. All right. That's awesome. If nobody else commented today on the Kim Jacobs show, Joseph Wooten has infiltrated the virtual studio audience, Mike. Okay. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. That's my mom. Hey, mommy. How are you?
Good morning.
Yes. Andrew typed this question. He said, He said, love is in the air.
No, that's wonderful.
Okay. Make sure you guys stay connected with Eagle X Pro by going to eaglexpro.com. Let's see any other comments. Here's Joseph. Okay.
Yeah. It's been life-changing for him.
On there for him.
Yeah, it's been life-changing. Many people know my husband, and a lot of times when you would talk to him, his shoulders would go up and down. And he's a singer as well as a keyboardist, and it has been life-changing, amazing. Like it truly has. I say if nothing else has happened, it's changed our lives.
Wow! And the doctors have even seen the difference in him.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. So he pretty much tries to control everything with his diet and everything, but no medicine or anything like that. I mean, it's made a world of difference. So,
That
yeah.
is so incredible. I'm so
Mhm.
impressed. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm good at keeping a poker face, I guess is what it's called. I'll be like, well, we'll see how hopefully this works. You guys give it a try. I'll just keep it generic. But no, I'm like this. Get this product.
Yes.
Okay. The CDC should know about this, is what June Griffith says. Do you know if the CDC is aware of this product?
Yeah, so just so you know, so we're getting a lot of the, so all the certifications that we have are overseas. Of course, we have FCC and all of that because we use electricity. We don't use any chemicals. So nothing, there's no chemicals or whatsoever in these products. But we are getting a lot of the certifications just because of the nature of what it does. Here we have FDA. Overseas, they have what's called CE, and it's equivalent to that. And so we have all of those certifications. And like I said, we're getting all the testings here, which will then enable us to just duplicate those same certifications here in the US. We also have, now this is worldwide, we have our UL testing. And what that signifies is that states that we are not creating ozone. And we just got that renewed again in December. So a lot of testing on this product, a lot of lab testing and things like that. So we've done this for quite some time. The factory is huge, very well worldwide known. So, yeah.
Okay. How often do you have to change the chip? How often does that have to happen?
You know what? That is such a great question. The good thing is that there's no moving parts. So this device is self-cleaning. And so you don't have to. The only thing we'll suggest is that, remember, it's electricity. And we need airflow. And so if you have it in your air duct, just make sure that the cord didn't come unplugged, or, a rodent or something didn't get under there. But other than that, especially, we really talk about that more in more commercial buildings and things like that. But yeah, so.
That is okay. And Stephanie, if you see me flipping back in my seat, I specifically got a chair I could lay back in. I didn't want a chair that I couldn't lay back in, right? Because you know what? My grandmother, she was 96 years old when she passed away. And one of the things that she used to do when she was alive, no matter what gift we gave her, if it was something that overwhelmed her, like we would give her a church hat and a suit to match and purse and shoes and stuff. And she would literally just go back like, and then she would just start praising God. She was so grateful. So that's when I'm flipping back in the seat, is because I'm just so grateful for the comments that you're sharing and the advice that you're giving our studio audience today. It's just incredible. And so that's why I flipped back in the seat. Okay,
there you go. Well, I love it. So, and you know what? The fact that we're helping people and the feedback and the testimonials that we're getting from people it's just tremendous. So, and how we've been able to definitely make people's lives safer. So, and feel more comfortable. That's the biggest thing. Who knows how long we're going to be in this? This one may go away. There may be more, but at the end of the day, you can at least be in an environment that protects you.
I love it. So. And Joseph said that it cleans itself, and it cleans the air in real time, which is such a great benefit. Let's go to a few other questions. Another question that came in is, what kind of feedback have you received from the schools and other institutions so far?
Well, excellent feedback. So just so you know, the school that we were in, they tested us for almost 2 months and went through some pretty intense testing that they did on their own. And so that's why they now are, giving us more schools, and then also some of the prisons. Just to give you an idea, some of the things we're solving for. So for instance, a lot of the states are not able to hold court. And so, you have your judges' chambers, you put the judges at risk, you put the juries at risk. And so we're working with some of the states to solve for those problems as well. So we're trying to help governments and their entities to figure out a way so we can help them get open safely and in an environment where people feel comfortable in starting to come back. But yeah, we've got a phenomenal feedback from schools. We're in universities as well. So that's exciting.
Well, who does the importing and logistics of moving the products that you all move internationally?
It's a great question. So the easy thing is, like I showed you before, the chips are so small. So we fly the product in. We have shipments come in all the time. And then we manufacture here in the US. And so we have manufacturing and logistics in our headquarters in Las Vegas.
Oh, so all of that is right in
Mhm.
internally.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, okay. And
Yes.
these questions are coming from some team members on the backstage, so they have different expertise, so they're popping in these great questions
Ah,
too.
this is
Thank
awesome. Yeah, good
Yes,
question.
okay. Another question is the product good for sinus problems also? And this came from my mom.
Yes, just sinus problems historically are allergy problems, right? And so we know that it kills allergens and pollen and dander and those kind of things. So we've gotten, yes, tremendous feedback from that perspective. I know me personally, my allergies are, I mean, it's been tremendous. Usually about twice a year, I would get allergies really bad, and I haven't had it. So it's like been
Wow.
amazing. So.
Well, another question is it easy to install?
Yeah, so the actual one in the air duct, as I talked about it, you basically mount it in there. We do, if you're doing the air duct, you do need a heating and air specialist to do it. But literally, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. We have a video for them. We help them if they have anything, any questions or what have you. We have one of our staff, one of our tech guys right now over in one of the states working with somebody on that rate as we speak. And so depending on what jobs we're doing, we give the support from that perspective. And then the other one, of course, you just plug into electricity. So.
Wow. Okay. Okay. How soon can a person get one is the next question.
Yeah, so we have products warehoused here. So depending on how many somebody wants, we may have them available today and we can ship them out immediately, or they can then depending, somebody's ordering like 5,000, it may take us, 30 days or so to get them in. But at the end of the day, we try to keep our inventory up there in the US. So.
Wow. Okay. Wow. 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 Okay. So people said it's easy to install. I'm trying to read your questions, everybody. Somebody said that they have their own experience and it works really well. So Ruby Holmes actually uses Eagle X Pro and says
Well,
that
that happens to be my mom, which is so funny. So,
I
but
didn't
let
know
me
that.
give you a little side note about that. So, we have a son. We have one of our sons. We have multiple sons in college, but the one was heading back, and I'm like, "Here, you're going to take the unit. I'm going to have more shipped in, and Mom, I'm taking yours." And so she went a night without it, and her allergies came back. And she comes storming down the stairs, and she's like, "You're not taking that from me ever again. This is mine." So we've never taken it again, and she sleeps with it every day and has it in her bedroom. And so, so she definitely is sold from that perspective as well. So
Wow.
she's like my big cheerleader as well. So she's sold on the product. She was a little skeptical of ours. She's a nurse. She's a retired nurse, but she's been able to see the results firsthand.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Wolfer Girl says good things from good people. So thank you. That's very thoughtful comment, Wolfer. I am totally enjoying Joseph. I know Joseph has his own show going on. He's like, I know we're talking about clean air, but I'm dating my girlfriend, my wife, right on the show. All right, awesome. This is great. Looks like Christina Mosh has one.
Yes. Yeah, she does. She has our unit as well. So,
and then Ruby Holmes, which is mom, said that it's great. Oh, here, someone said that my son's nanny has COVID and was playing with him. I had him near the fan and he was safe.
Yeah.
So basically,
we have a lot of situations for us, like just for our family, where there's no way we should have had COVID given the exposure that we had, but we had the fans and therefore we didn't. We just got feedback from a doctor who had traveled with 3 other doctors and he had the unit with him. The 3 other doctors that he had been around all got COVID and he didn't. And so, we have a lot of those situations where people say, I really do feel like it has protected me. And we know it does. So.
Wow. And Joseph said that he cuts onions all the time right in front of the device and no tears. That's amazing.
That's
I'll try
true.
that.
Sure. That is really, really true. Yeah.
You also say you use the fan in the car all the time whenever we leave the house. I think that
it's funny. It's almost like when you leave your cell phone, you run back and get it. He runs back and gets the fan all the time. So always, and my kids are doing the same thing too, though. So they're all doing it. So Yeah, definitely.
Wow. And this needs to be everywhere. I agree with you, Wolfer Girl.
Yeah,
This needs
that's
to
what
be
we're working on. That's exactly what we're working
everywhere.
on. And just so you know, we're working on many more designs. We're working for a wearable design. We're designing, we have a whole tech team now that's designing a lot of different ones. We're customizing different units for different companies. It's interesting when you start dealing with companies. We have one in particular that is so concerned about their employees that they are really focused, and that other ones are more concerned about extending the shelf life of their fruits and vegetables. So you see the personalities of companies and who's more focused about people and other things. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But at the end of the day, um, definitely, we're seeing that too.
Wow. One question, and this is an interesting question here. If the military has it, then why was there such a big breakout on the naval ship?
They don't have it here in the U.S., so they
Uh,
have it over in Israel. So we have not gotten it in the U.S. yet. So we just now have brought this product here to the U.S. So, but that's a
okay.
great question. And
That's a really
so,
great question. Okay. So
yeah,
they haven't
no,
experienced
they
it
are.
yet, June Griffith. That's what's happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Lots more questions are coming in. So you're going to definitely have to, if you don't mind, after today's episode, go back into this. A lot of people are coming in. This is YouTube and Facebook, and just answer some of these questions. Guys, she'll post the answers to the questions that you all are asking right on our personal Facebook page or on under the YouTube link. Some of these questions that are coming in, go back and look at the episode, Stephanie, and you'll see where they're posting there because it's across 8 different platforms. So a lot of these questions are coming in from YouTube and Facebook. So let's see. I want to make sure all of the questions get answered, but I don't know. You're going to have to reach out to Stephanie. We are so interested for our new HVAC in our home that we are now renovating, with Amanda being an ICU nurse.
Wow.
She's always afraid of what she will bring home to us. So you can reach out to her right on eaglexpro.com. The phone number is right on the website. Please make sure you say the Kim Jacobs Show referred you. Don't just be going up there talking about.
That's right. And we will. We'll get you the credit. But yeah, Chris definitely. And I know Chris and Amanda, his wife, what she does is just amazing, amazing. And they have a new baby, but she's out there risking her life every day to save people. So amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Plus, we trust the Wootons.
No,
oh my goodness!
You.
So you have a new customer. This is awesome. So Chris, go get she already has it right in stock. But no matter what, even if you do trust the Wootons and you've been friends with them forever, you didn't talk about buying the unit until you watched the episode.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. No, we give you all the credit.
I'm joking. And the point is at least to give me an opportunity to be able to pass some people over there. Okay. When I do gigs, I always have them on my keyboards. Oh, that's brilliant, Joseph.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He definitely has.
Okay. I mean, I'm just spending the time right now with the questions because so many people are asking them. I made a historic carriage barn venue with an HVAC. This will be great for my employees. And my guests. Okay, let's also take a moment because there are other aspects to you too, and I don't want to end the show without you telling us about the book. So tell us about your book, and I definitely want you to talk about your charity, the cause of You Matter, and let's talk a little bit about that too.
Great. Yeah, so I've been working on a book. My husband got a book out, and so he definitely inspired me. But I really took it more from kind of, I say, wisdoms from a Wooten, kind of what I've learned from business. In a lot of cases, I've been in the boardroom being the only female, and just lessons that I've learned. And at the end of the day, I say, from a leadership perspective, things that and things that you see great traits in a leader, how do you duplicate them yourself? Take the good and the bad in any type of situation in life. Sometimes you learn just as much from your failures as you learn from your successes. And so, I really have been, again, so fortunate with mentors. And hopefully some of that, what I've done could help others. And then I was reading it and going back to some of the stuff, and it's very exciting because I've been very fortunate in my career. There's been a lot of times when I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, but I think everybody kind of goes through the same things from some type of aspect. Business is business. It doesn't change. It doesn't matter. Just the way you go to market changes. And sometimes we just try to overcomplicate it.
That's right. And it's not that deep. It's just apply what we're learning from so many different aspects. So wisdom from a Wooten.
Lessons. That's exactly right.
learned on her journey, and her book is coming out soon. As soon as
Yes.
that book releases, hopefully you'll come back here on the Kim Jacobs Show and share your book launch, and we'll be happy to support that journey.
I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. And then the other thing, my husband and I have been privileged to start a charity called I Matter, You Matter. When he's off tour prior to all of this, he would go and speak at schools all across the country. He got tremendous feedback on how he affected people's lives, and just his words and his energy helped them on a different path. So we decided to help those students. And so we started giving scholarships. And then our other cause, one of our main causes, is we really focus with homeless vets. Like my husband will say, the word homeless and vets should never be in the same sentence. And so, anything we could do with that. He plays a lot of concerts for benefits. I think he's got one coming up for first responders. He played a few years ago for the Gold Star families with the military. So he's fortunate that he has the platform with music that he can reach a lot of people. And so with that, we wanted to see a way that we could give back.
Wow, I'm actually looking right now on your Facebook page and trying to quickly pull over one of these images that I see. I'm multitask, trying to make sure. I don't even actually believe in a bunch of multitasking because it doesn't work. You just basically do everything. So at the end of the day, it's like something just fails miserably, right? But I want to make sure that I show your mask, and I will pull that up. Wait a minute, I'm gonna have to screenshot it, because I think this is just such a beautiful image, and I want to make sure I show that. So let me do that. So I matter, you matter. It is.
Yes. Yes. And it's such a great message. He had that message prior to all of this. He wrote a song years ago called I Matter. And he goes to talk to the schools and the students. It's just been so touched. We were at a school in Rhode Island. Yes, thank you. But we were speaking to schools. He was speaking to schools prior to COVID in Rhode Island, and there was a girl who had to leave, and so the teacher came back and she said, could she meet Joseph? And of course, and we said yeah. And so she had to leave because she was so touched by that song that she just felt like she, had tears coming down, and she just had to take a moment, and she wanted to meet him. And I tell him all the time, I say, you have a platform where you just get to touch people in a so different way. Music just brings people together, no matter what occurs, everybody walks away just feeling some goodness about it. And, I think that's he's very blessed to be able to do that. And
yes,
so,
you both are very blessed to be able to clean the air and to tell people that they matter, and to have the love that you both possess for each other. You have a beautiful spirit and a beautiful vibes about you. I'm just so excited that you came on the Kim Jacobs Show today, and you've blessed the audience tremendously. So
thank you, Kim Jacobs. You rock. Like, this has been such a pleasure. So yes, we put you in your rock star category with us.
Well, thank you for having me like I'm a guest. Thank you for being my guest today. Anyway, you know what the funny part is, in this whole world of virtual shows and stuff, I tell people all the time, I'm not about to edit any of this stuff. No way. It is what it is. We're gonna have a great time. It's raw footage. Right. Go on the journey with us.
That's kind of how we are anymore. Listen, half the time we're in sweatpants and sweatshirts, let's just have fun.
That's right. So, listen, if you guys haven't subscribed to the Kim Jacobs Show, make sure you go to my YouTube channel. Now, many of you watch, it's like about 20,000 viewers across the 8 platforms. And I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and being a part of the broadcast. But if you would take a moment today and go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show, this is the link. Greatly appreciated. Turn on your notifications. And then when we go live, you actually get an alert. And every time we go live, voila, you're right there in the studio audience. Okay. So make sure you take a moment to do that. And tomorrow we have Miss Deborah Lofton. Yeah. Oh my gosh. She's going to be talking about, her and Clarissa Blissett are going to talk about being uncovered, standing naked before God. How many of us want to be uncovered, standing naked before God? We're going to learn about that tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we have Friday. We know we bring in experts from all walks of life. We'll be talking about health. We'll be talking about cooking. We'll be talking about politics, celebrities, you name it, it's going down. Wealth management. And Stephanie, feel free if you want to come in and be an expert talking about clean air and COVID, you could pop in and make 1 or 2 tips as well. Everybody makes like a tip or two and we keep it moving.
I would love to do that.
And I'll send you that link.
Definitely. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, I would be honored. Yes. Well,
Friday
this has been such an unbelievable experience. Thank you so much. You are incredible. And, you know, we're so fortunate. You get both of us, and we feel so blessed to have that happen.
Aww. And I didn't even know you guys. That's what I'm saying. How do I not? You guys tell everybody to be considered to be a part of the Kim Jacobs Show as a guest, because it gives me the honor and the privilege to meet new fascinating people that I would never even encounter, and to expose them to you, to allow us to meet the mission of bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. That's the whole thrust of the Kim Jacobs Show. And things.
What a great message.
Bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. If you've made that possible today here on the Kim Jacobs Show, so thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Because I want people to remember that they matter. Music is a great connector. That's my brother, Courtney.
Oh.
And he actually, oh my gosh, I just thought about it. Courtney has the Courtney Wellness Companion Program, and he has different chefs that come on, boot camp specialists. He's lost about 90 pounds and kept it off surgery free. And everything that he talks about is about health and wellness. So imagine you all collaborating, and hopefully.
Oh, we would love that, especially Joseph on that, from that perspective as well. So
yes.
People come to him all the time for nutritional advice.
Where can I get the You Matter mask? People want to know that.
If you go to, if you just go to Joseph's page, josephwooten.com, they're on there.
Wooten.com.
Mm-hmm.
Purchase a face mask. You matter.
I matter. You matter.
I matter. Okay. I matter. Okay, I'm typing. I should even be typing. They're probably like, we've already typed it, Kim. If you just look in the back office, I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm taking your job, and you're like, we only have this one job to do, right, Shannon? And now she gave me thumbs up, like, why are you typing? Why are you typing? Okay. So if you want to get the mask, make sure you go to josephwooten.com, and let me make sure.
Yeah, that's the easiest way. Yep.
I matter, you matter mask, and you can get it right from there. I matter, you matter mask. All right, let me see. Anything I'm missing in the back office here? Yeah, they're like, hey, we've already typed everything. That's what they basically say. Okay. Don't chastise me on the show, y'all. They're like, we typed it all. All right. A lot of other comments and questions came in, but yes. Joseph Wooten said, Courtney and I need to connect. Yes.
Yes.
You're going to definitely connect.
Hey, at the end of the day, that's what you are. You're a connector.
Thank you.
And making things better. That's what you do. So,
well, about time Joseph focused on somebody else other than his wife. He said, you're doing great work, Kim. Yeah, sure.
You are. Definitely, you are. You know what? Amazing, amazing. So
he stopped just to say one comment about me. Okay. My mom said, this is a great show and such great information. Best footage
thank you.
Is raw and uncut. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you all for tuning in. Oh my goodness. If this blessed you in any way, shape, or form, put a 5 in the comments. 5 because we're just giving a high five over there to Stephanie Wooten and to Joseph Wooten and to all of you in the studio audience. Put a 5 in the comments. If
I think it's high five back to Kim Jacobs. You get
all right. Let's end today's episode by listening to Joseph Wooten's song, I Matter, You Matter. God bless you all. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wait, did it not happen? Oh, wait.
It was fun.
You know what? Something else happened, but stay with me, guys, because I'm going to download that video because the video, I need to do one thing. Don't disconnect. Stay with me for a minute, okay? And in the meantime, Stephanie, say something else, okay?
You're incredible. This has been awesome. And what a great show. What a great platform. You know, at the end of the day, you have a gift. And the fact that you're using this gift to make people's lives better is tremendous. So not everybody gets that. So
Thank
not
you.
everybody has the ability to do it. So yeah, that's a blessing. So
I want to
very
find this
exciting.
because I had this downloaded already, but I want to
Yeah,
make
I think
sure
it was
that
up for just a minute. So
I
and
don't know
Joseph
what.
actually did the video in a church in Buffalo.
I
So he
think
did a
that is.
lot of work with Buffalo schools, a lot of work with the schools up there. So
And what about what? Also, tell us about your children too, right quick. I'm going to download this video again because I want the
okay. Well,
audience.
we have 4 boys. I say we have one off the payroll. He's incredible. He's working in healthcare. He's a programmer. He's a Wooten. He's a musician, amazing drummer. Joseph uses him on his shows. And then we have one at Auburn. We have one at Tennessee, one at MTSU. So we're blessed with just amazing boys. No girls. So, but all
Yeah,
boys.
I have
So here
four
comes
boys
Joseph right
before I had
now.
a
He's going to say
girl.
hi.
Hey Kim, that video was working properly. It just starts quiet. It starts silent. That's all.
What did he say?
The video was working properly. It just starts silent. It's just pictures in the beginning.
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, what happened to me?
Yeah, I
I
think
thought
that's what
that.
it was.
Oh, so I can go
Yeah.
ahead and play it.
Yep. Yep. You
Okay.
should be fine. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's what
I
it is.
played this when he was on the show and it worked perfectly. Why is this happening to me?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's just the introduction of it is more
Well,
like the pictures.
you and Joseph can continue to reproduce, even though I know you have sons right now. You can still reproduce, and you never know. You might end
That's
up
going to
getting a
take me
girl.
back in my chair.
That'll take you back in your.
Like, oh my
Oh, I
goodness,
forgot to
gracious.
say this too. That's
Yeah.
so funny. I've
Yeah.
had a great time on today's show. I'm going to play that song now that I realize that it's just still images in the beginning. I was like, what is happening to me? So make sure you guys stay because that's a brilliant video that I want you to see. Great show. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys also tune into the Quest Church prayer line, 978-990-5000. The access code is 322-083-POUND. If you're looking for prayer regarding COVID and everything else that's going on, make sure you reach out and be a part of that prayer group. Let's play this song and we're going to see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Yes, Lord. There you go, everybody.
times when I speak my truth.